What is a perfect balance between performance and luxury? Well, Cadillac has hit the nail on the head with their fastest car, the CT5-V Blackwing. It's cultivated quite the impressive fan base.
The full vehicle experience.
Ultimate expression of Cadillac performance.
Through its 6-speed transmission and its 668 horsepower. And now, through the Curated by Cadillac program, they take it even a step further. Today, we have the chance to drive this sleek, unassuming sedan and get an inside look on how it came to be. But first, we have to get there. Blackwing, baby. Now, if I'm honest, I haven't driven a 6-speed in a while. First gear, clutch out, gas on. There we go. So we are at Lansing Grand River. This place is super cool. I've never been to an assembly line before. We're on our way to go meet up with Troy Comiskey. He is the plant director here at Lansing Grand River. We're gonna get a lot of information about this CT5-V Blackwing. You know, he's gonna tell us how it's built. I know we don't have a ton of time, but how much can we see from start to finish of the Cadillac Blackwing being built today?
You can see it from when it comes out of the paint shop until when it drives off the end of the line.
Okay, let's start from coming out of the paint shop. You can't really tell on screen, but I am moving probably about 1 to 2 miles an hour. And this car is slowly going down the assembly line here.
For the most part in general assembly, it's a lot of manual processes. People are installing by hand components. This is an example of a robot that we have that applies a bead of seal around the window to all the vehicles. And you'll see it in a minute when it's cycled. It'll just put a perfect bead of seal on that window, and then they're gonna pick it up with that device and put it on the vehicle.
These robots move so fast.
Okay, so from right now, we're leaving what we call the trim shop. And as the name would imply, that's where we put all the finishing trims on the inside of the vehicle. All the inside work is done. When we go to this area here, now we're walking into chassis. Being a unibody construction, it's not quite the same, but we still have our own form of marriage, which we're gonna walk up and show you.
Is this marriage?
This is marriage. So what you're seeing now is the chassis of the car. So the engine sitting on top of it. Now this is not a Blackwing coming at us right now. That is a regular CT4. But the engine of the car, all the front suspension, we call that the cradle, everything that's assembled up to the radiator. And then the back of the car with the drive shaft and everything is built over on this line over here. And you can see the end of that line.
So that's, okay, the end of that line, and it's making its way over here, and you're gonna just...
Yep. You're gonna see it in this operation here. That vehicle was just married. We'll be able to watch this one in a second when it comes up to marry it.
All right, you just watched a marriage right there happen.
Do we want to get pictures of the marriage? A Blackwing is a vehicle that the driver can take to the track on Saturday, and he can drive his family to church on Sunday. I've been in the auto business for 30 years, and one of the first plants I worked at, these lug nuts were secured manually, just like you would do if you're going to change a tire in your driveway. Now, it's been revolutionized by what we call a multiple here, and we use multiples in a lot of places in assembly. They call it multiple because it does multiple fastenings at the same time. This particular one allows the operator to run all lug nuts down to the right torque within seconds.
Oh, it's a tire elevator.
Correct.
So these are going on the Blackwing. So cool. Okay, so we're getting something super cool. We're gonna see the hand-signed engine of this Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing. All right, Troy, where is it at?
It's right here.
Dominique Waller?
Looks like Dominique to me. So Dominique was the custom builder that built this engine and put a signature on it.
That's so cool.
So that'll stay on for the life of the car.
I've watched so many things, and I've never known that this is what it's like for a car to get assembled start to finish. Okay, so we have a finished Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing, a few feet from the end of the assembly line, and somehow they're gonna let me get inside and ride shotgun. All right, everybody, this is the end of the line in a Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing. You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. So we just finished up at the Lansing Grand River Assembly, where all the production model CT5-V Blackwings are built, the fastest that Cadillac has to offer. And we made our way over to the Cadillac House to hear how they take it even a step further with the Curated by Cadillac program. Let's go inside and chat.
So we are at the Cadillac House at Vanderbilt right now, which is a brand new experience center for Cadillac. Clients can come and work with our design and concierge teams to create their own one-of-one bespoke Celestiq, and also where our concierge team connects with clients to now create their own one-of-one bespoke Blackwing.
And there's way more than this, but
Yeah.
these are just some of the maybe just highlight exterior color combinations.
Yeah, and this is really just to demonstrate a breadth of color, if you will, and
Yeah.
a lot of different colors. Sometimes it's hard. You have a color in your head, and sometimes the color that lives in your head doesn't really translate onto form. So this just gives someone can come in and look at this and start to gravitate towards the blue space or towards a purple space, or know that they want something really bright and expressive. We have a lot of those.
And these are removable, you said?
Yes, yeah, so you can.
I think if I were to get a Curated by Cadillac, I might be going something like this.
Yes. A CT5-V Blackwing to me is the ultimate expression of Cadillac performance and design. But now I think it would be great for you to go over to the Artisan Center and see how the magic comes to life.
So we took Aaron's advice and we went from the Cadillac House over to the Artisan Center, where I'm standing right now, to see where the CT5-V Blackwings are brought to life in the Curated by Cadillac program. And maybe we'll find a way to chat with a few of the people that lead this team and bring them to life.
So the vehicle builders, which we have over here, we call them skilled trade people. So they worked 3.5 years in an apprenticeship and really learned from the bottom up how to build a vehicle and how to build a vehicle by hand. And while in the assembly plant, again, very small build volume, very small operational size, but a lot of repetition. So that's a big difference which we have over here.
Curated by Cadillac allows us to really create something that is one of one, truly special, and really is what the vision of either Cadillac working with the client, like what they can conceive, basically we can achieve here. And so in particular on this vehicle, it's a jet black interior. And then what we've done is we've identified 16 different areas of the interior, call them zones. And within each of those areas, we can go ahead and pick up the 19 different colors. And so that could be colors such as the Morello red for the seat inserts, or the adrenaline red that you see in the door inserts, but it's even down to the thread colors. And so, and the piping. So the stitching colors, the piping colors, the seat belts, even in the embroidery and the intricate seat back here, that is all customizable. And that's what Curated by Cadillac offers. Part of the satisfaction of this job is we get to work with people and develop something that's really just a vision of their mind.
All right, Ken, so the final question that we've asked everybody is, what in one sentence makes a Blackwing a Blackwing?
Wow. You're talking to a product marketing person and you want me to just limit it to one sentence. That's gonna be a task. The one sentence is the pure joy of driving.
Ken, thank you so much for talking to us today. We appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Oh, this is a joy to hear about. We have been loving this Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing, and I think it would be only fitting to hear about it on a drive from the executive chief engineer himself.
Let's go have fun.
Let's do it.
All right. The first startup, right, is the first introduction to what this car is. You see it from the outside walking up, but that visceral sound of it starting, with authority, that's what we engineered in here as you're in a machine that's super special. And of course, manual transmission.
6-speed.
Standard.
Come on. Something I was always curious about is the history of the Blackwing. Where did you guys even come up with the name Blackwing?
As we were, working on the next generation of Cadillac sedans, the CT4, the CT5, the CT6, we were looking for a name that had some reference to history, but also was looking forward. The name that came out of it was Blackwing, and paid a little bit of homage to the ducks, mallards that are in the old Cadillac crests, and they were black. And so that's where Blackwing comes from.
It comes from the mallard crests in the old Blackwing.
In the old Cadillacs, yes.
In the old Cadillac.
Yeah, the Cadillac crest.
Tell us a little bit about the history of the V Series.
When we started V Series now 22 years ago, it was about authenticity of performance. Cadillac through history has been known for innovation, and innovation in a number of areas, including performance. When we started, we wanted to get back more to what the performance roots of Cadillac have been, and it was about doing it in an authentic manner, and that's really the hallmark of V Series. And so we actually raced first. We raced at Sebring in 2004 with the CTS-V before we even sold the first one. We're in track mode right now. We talked about the engine and the exhaust characteristic that we have. I mean, this thing is awesome, awesome sound, but it just didn't happen. So we engineered this sound, and it starts with the way that the exhaust and induction system is designed.
Yeah, give us some revving in front of this guy. Oh man, what a day. I hope you enjoyed your time learning about the Cadillac CT5-V Blackwing and how it's brought to life. Now, if you want to see me take this car on the track, make sure to like and subscribe. And just as Ken said, there's only one thing left to do. That's enjoy it. Woo-hoo.